Hey guys, welcome to Drive Content Builder video review from incomemesh.com. So this is going to be very exciting. If this is the first video you're watching, Drive Content Builder is part of landing page builders review, an article from incomemesh.com where you can see approximately 10 to 15 different content builders which will allow you to create many sort of different landing pages, quiz pages, or sales pages, and basically any kind of marketing related pages you can imagine. So this is the first video I'm recording, and today we will get to know a little bit better content builder from tryteams.com. So we are currently looking at the homepage of the Thrive Teams content builder. So as you can see, this is a bit of explanation of what you can expect from Thrive Content Builder. It has a ton of features, really. It's a WordPress plugin, so you can use it on any WordPress powered website. It doesn't matter, sorry, it doesn't matter if you're using some, WordPress theme on your website. You can use Thrive Content Builder WordPress plugin to create any sales page or any kind of landing page on your website, which will be separate from your current WordPress theme you're using on your blog. So today I'm going to show you some of the features that Thrive Content Builder has, and I'm going to show you that on a real example. So I'm going to create a landing page, a sales page in front of you live. So here we go. This is the sales page that I have created for a fictional company called BizViz, and this is the look of that landing page, which I will try to recreate within Thrive Content Builder. So you can see now how does that look like, and I'm going to be using this sales page as an example with other landing page builders too. So feel free to check the link below this video if you're watching this on YouTube to get to the original article with all reviews in one place. And you can also check my YouTube channel where you will find the rest of landing page video reviews, and make sure to subscribe. So this is the landing page I'm going to recreate, and also this small squeeze page. So both of these pages I'm going to be building with Thrive Content Builder in this video. So let's start. Okay, first, as you can see, I already have some pages. Actually, I have created a half of this landing page before, but unfortunately my ScreenFlow recording software has reported some error and my video disappeared. So I'm going to do this all over once again, and I will show you every step how to recreate this page, and we will see together if I can recreate or not this landing page designed with Thrive Content Builder. So first I'm going to create a new page in my WordPress dashboard, and let's call it Biz landing, actually BizViz sales page. Okay, I'm going to publish it. Okay, so now we have saved our BizViz sales page as a page, and now I'm going to edit it with Thrive Content Builder. I have been using Thrive Content Builder for a few weeks now, and it is actually my favorite landing page builder. So of course I recommend it to everyone else, but we'll see by the end of this review process of other landing pages if Drive Content Builder will remain my favorite tool for creating sales pages and squeeze pages. But for now, this is one of the best tools I have tried, and especially one of the best WordPress landing page tools out there at the moment. So here we have a regular page. I'm using just usual WordPress theme that you get when you first install WordPress. So now I also have a sidebar with Drive Content Builder options here. So there's quite a bit options. But first let me choose a landing page, or actually a landing page template, which I'm going to be using for this demonstration. So when I click on the sidebar and click on choose landing pages, I will get a new pop-up window with approximately 20 or even more landing page templates. So actually you have here like complete landing page funnels or sales funnels, where you have a landing page, then you have a confirmation page, a download page if you have a product which your users can download, and even squeeze pages and so on. But for this example, I'm going to use completely blank page, so I'm going to create my landing page from scratch, because it is the easiest option for this example, because if I would edit one of these templates, it would probably take me more time to remove all the unnecessary elements from these landing pages. So let's go and choose a blank page by clicking on it and then clicking on load landing page. Okay, so now we have this blank page example. So first I'm going to remove all the unnecessary elements like this, and remove this logo, and then remove this text, and then removing the, as you can see, it has some shadow around it, so removing the shadow. So basically now we have a completely blank page. Then I'm going to click on this content area and make it 1920 pixels wide, because that's the width of my landing page, and change the background image of it. So by clicking here, sorry, so now I'm going to change sorry, I'm going to change background image of my page and select this image to put in the upper area of my landing page. So to do that, I'm going to click on background image option and select already uploaded image here. And as you can see, it is right over here. But to make it more visible, I'm going to enlarge the paddings a bit. So first I'm going to remove the paddings completely and put all this to 0. Okay, and to make this larger, I will add a page section. Just a second. Page section over here. So this is a page section where I will add the elements of my landing page. So let me just clear the background color, and let me just remove this text element here. So even though I've been using this Drive Content Builder for a few weeks, I'm still learning how to use it. So please be patient, because I might do even some stupid things while creating this landing page and showing you how to do it, but bear with me and you will see just how easy it is to create a landing page. So let me just see. Okay, this is my page section. So over here I will add a logo. So here we have a logo. So I will add an image right over here. But I forgot one thing. So we have a logo over here and a menu over there. So basically this is a 2-column setting. So to do that, to achieve this look, I will actually insert 50-50 column layout, so this one, and drag it over here. Okay, then I will add this image element and drag it in the first column. Let me just remove this extra elements. So by clicking on the image, I can also change the margins and the paddings. I will put all of this to 0. And leave it like this at the moment. Okay, now it's in the first column. And add a menu in the second column. So to do that, I will actually use a tool from the sidebar called, just a second, it's actually under widgets and custom menus, and I will drag and drop it right over here. So okay, this is it. Just a second, this is column 2. I will delete this so you can read the text. Okay, so you don't have any menu configured in your WordPress install. Create your first menu from the parent section in your WordPress administration panel. So okay, I will do this later. I will just remove this text element for now and leave it like this, and remove all extra margins and paddings. So I will set all of this to 0, and let me just check custom menu. It is here. Okay, so we have our logo and our menu over here. Now we need a title. So to add a title, I will just click on this paragraph text element and leave it like this. It is right here. I will just change the color so you can see it. Okay, this is our title. Then we have a button. Try Content Builders has a button option from which you can choose a few styles of buttons. So you have style 1, style 2, style 3, style 4, style 5, and style 6. But for this example, I'm just going to use my own button and not use the built-in button creator. So I can put this to the center, but I will just remove this at the moment and just add an image element over here. Okay. I know it doesn't look good at the moment, but we will add all the content in just a little bit. Okay, so now we have some image badges and some text and some more images and some more text and even a small divider. So basically this is again going to be a two-column element with two images in the first column and all this stuff in the second column. So first I'm going to add a 50-50 column right below my image, like this. Then I'm going to add a text element over here, like this. So this is going to be my text. So now I can remove this one. Sorry. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 images. So to align them properly, I will actually again use a column layouts, but this time I will use quarters. So I will drag this and drop it below my text element like this. Now I have a horizontal line, I believe. Okay, it's a divider right here. I think it's style 1 is going to be okay. Just a second. Okay. It's a nice divider like this, and I have another text element below it. So again I will add a paragraph of text. Okay, so I made a mistake and clicked on the paragraph element. So now I'm going to use the back button over here to undo the last action. Okay, and just drag and drop this below my divider. Okay, now we have this area solved and this area solved. Let's move on. Now I'm going to need a different background color page section. So I'm going to add that at the end of my landing page like this. Okay. And then I will add a title and a subtitle. So let's leave this. I think this is just a regular text element. Okay, it is. I will add another text element just below it. Okay. And now we have a two-column layout like this. So I will just choose a two-column layout from here and drag it below this. Okay. I will actually duplicate this element once. Okay, so now we have this element 3 times, just as on my landing page. Below this we have a testimonials area, so this is another page section. Just a second. I clicked on it, sorry, I'll go back. I'll add this page section all the way at the bottom. Okay, it's here. And change the color of this page section to white. Okay. And here we have a title and a 3-column layout. So let's say the title is this, we'll leave it like that, and add a 3-column layout from the options in the sidebar. So column layout, we have some thirds, and I will just add it right here. Okay, we have 3-column layout which contains images, so I will add an image element here, sorry. So image right here, then again image right here, and again image right here. Let's see what else we have. So a text element, another text element, and another text element. So basically 3 text elements. One of them is already here, so I will just duplicate this too, and duplicate this too. Okay, let's move on. Let's see what else. Okay, now we have a new page section, which I will add at the bottom. Just a second. Page section over here. Okay, page section. And this page section actually has an image and also text element, or actually 2 text elements and a big button. So this is basically going to be an image for the button. So first I'm going to add again just a second, here it is, column layout. So 50, actually not 50-50, I will add this 1/3 and 2/3. I think that's going to be okay, or maybe even 1/4 and 3/4. Let me just see which one will be the best. So at the moment I'm actually measuring this with my fingers. I will just choose 1/3 and 2/3 for now and see if this is going to change later. So it's here, and so this is going to be an image here. I will first remove this text element and add an image element in my first column. Then I will add 2 text elements here in the second column. So basically this is one element, this is another, and again an image element right here below this text element, so right over here, and I will remove this text element over there. Okay, below that we again have a new page section with a title and 2 columns with video in the first column and a list in the second column. So let me just add page section below this at the bottom. Okay, this page section will be white, so let me first change the color so we can distinguish it better. Okay, and we have a text element over here. Okay, and 2 column layout below it, so I will add column layout with 50-50 below this, and a video element in the first one. I believe I have a video element right somewhere in this options in the sidebar. Let me just see. Okay, here it is, responsive video. Okay, where is it? Okay, I will just drag and drop this video element over here. Now I'm removing this text element because I don't need it, and I will need a list in the right side. So let me just see if I have a list in the elements on my sidebar. Let me just check. Okay, style list. Yeah, baby. Okay, so this is style 1. Let's put it right here. So maybe I will keep it, maybe not, I will see later. And now I will remove this text element here. So that was it, and I have a new page section with frequently asked questions. So I will add another page section over here. Let's see what's the color. It's gray. Now we have a text element which will going to be a title. Okay. And two column layout. So I will add two columns right here. Okay, I will just move this title above this. Okay. Okay, so now in these two column layouts, I have an image with a question mark box, a text element, which is actually a question or a title, and an answer below it. So let's say we have two text element and one image element, which is pretty small. So I will need very unique column layout template for this. Let me just see if I can find something appropriate. Let me just check. I think I'm going to be using 1/4 and 3/4 element like this. And put it right here. And again in the second column also like this. Okay, now I will remove these text elements. I will just leave this like this at the moment, and when we edit this area, then I will easily replicate all of these sections. So below this FAQ section we have another page section which is a newsletter section. So I will add a new page section at the bottom, change the color of this section to white. Okay, thank you for reminding me that I didn't save this page for over 10 minutes, and it would be wise to save it. I would just do that in a minute. So this is sign up area. So we have a text element here, another text element below it. So I will just replicate this, and an email an email box here with a button. So let me just drag this lead generation element below this area over here. Okay. And finally we have footer. So I will just add a new page section and drag it at the bottom and change the colors to, let's say, black, and change the color of this text element to white just to see the text. Okay, so now we have all of these elements at our landing page, and we will just start inserting all the images and all the text files in it, changing the margins and the paddings to get the same look as we have it here on my sales page design. So let's see how to do that. Okay guys, let's move on. I will first save all of my changes just in case, and let's start adding some images and some text to our landing page. So first we have to decide what is going to be the width of our content area. And if you take a look at my design, I believe, just a second, that my content area is going to be, let's see how big. 960 pixels wide. So 960 pixels, that's just like a regular width of a normal web page. And let me try to do that right over here. Just a second to see what are going to be the margins. 480 and here 1440. Okay, so let's try to do this over here. So first I need to make the element where my background image is a bit larger so we can see the full image. Let me just see how will I do that. Okay, let me just click on full height image. Okay, that helped, but it has distorted the image. Let me check on the preview. Okay, this actually looks good, but apparently the Drive Content Builder is actually making the image larger for some reason, and it is distorting it. So I asked a Drive Content Builder support for help, and actually they have helped me and told me to put this code into my custom CSS file, which is available right over here. So I got an answer like within 1 hour, so their support is really great. Of course, nothing is perfect, and from time to time you will see some, like small bugs or maybe small issues or some things that you will not be able to solve by yourself. When that happens, you can reach to Thrive Content Builder support or Thrive Team support, and they will help you within 24 hours, but usually a lot sooner. So I will just paste this code over here, and let me see if that helps. Click Save. It looks better, right? Let me just click Save Changes and click over here. So this was our first before my custom CSS, and now when I click preview, okay, this looks a lot nicer. Okay, so that works. Let me just say one more thing about Thrive Content Builder, actually about Thrive Themes. They're constantly updating their products, so they have WordPress themes and WordPress plugins like Thrive Content Builder and Thrive Leads, both of which I'm using personally. And if you check their change log, which is right here, you can see that they are basically pushing new updates each day. So this is from May 26, which is actually from yesterday. Let me just check the date. No, actually this is from today. So this is one update from today. Actually two updates from today, then a huge list of updates from yesterday, then again update from yesterday, then one other update from yesterday. So you can see that almost every day or almost every few days they are pushing new updates to their products, constantly upgrading, constantly updating and improving all of their products, and that's one of the reasons why I like them. But let's get back to our landing page. So now we have a main background image all set and prepared, but let me just check it out with our original design, and I think it's a bit too small. As you can see, there's no space below the keyboard, so I think I will need to, just a second, just a second, I will need to enlarge this area a bit more because something is overlapping with this. Let me just check. Okay, so that was not it. Okay, so I'm not sure why this is happening, but I will leave it as it is for now because it's not a big problem, and I will continue to build my sales page. So here I need to make this a bit aligned so that it goes more in the center of this area. So to do that, I will first add a logo right here. And let me try to align this logo. So let me change the margins and reset all the paddings to 0. So now I will use my margins and let's try like this. Okay, a bit more. No, let's try 200. Let's try 250 margin on the left. Okay, it looks a bit better. Let's try the top margin minus 20. Okay, this looks good. This looks good. But let me just try another thing here and put a content container right over here. So content container. So this is actually content container within a content container. So let's make this 960 pixel wide and make it center. Okay. Remove this element here. Now let me try and drag and drop this in my content container over here. Okay. Let me see now what we'll get. Okay. Okay, so this is a bit better because I have set the width of my content container to 960. So these elements won't go outside of that area because I have made it set to max width of 960 pixels. Okay, let me just see where is my custom menu. It is right here. Okay, let's leave that like it is at the moment. So now we have a title, a big title. I will just copy that text from here and paste it right over there. Okay, and let's change the font. Where can I change the font? Apparently nowhere. but I can use a custom font, and which I have actually already loaded. So this is a custom font from Google Fonts, so you can add any font which is available at Google Fonts and add it with ease to your landing page. So I will just show you quickly how to do it. So let's click on add new custom font. Again, click on add custom font. Okay. So now you have an option to see show all fonts or see recommended fonts only. So let me just add another font here. For example, let's choose Open Sans. But let me see if I can get Open Sans Condensant. Open Sans, just a second. Open Sans, where are you? Okay, here it is. Open Sans Condensant, bold style 700, regular style 300, Latin, size, color. Okay, let's save this. And now we have two fonts over there. Okay, click update posts. I think it's all updated. And now to see this new custom font, you will have to save the changes first. Click on your address bar and click enter, or actually reload the page so that new changes take effect. And now when I click on my text element and click on custom font, I will see Open Sans Condensant in my custom font area. So let me just see which one will I choose, Open Sans or Roboto Condensant. Let me choose Open Sans and see how it goes. Make it bold and make it a bit bigger, let's say 35 pixels. 35. No, let's make it 50. Let's make it 50. Okay, now that looks more like it. Okay, so let's center this element like this. Okay, but we need to move it a bit down. Okay, let's first add our button. Get a free 13-minute consultation. So I will add an image of a button which I have already uploaded to my WordPress backend, and click insert into post. This is one interesting option. I actually made a button with a white border around it because I didn't know that Drive Content Builder has an option to add a border around your elements, and even different types of borders, which you can then choose and change the size of the border and even the border color like this. But I have already done that, so I will leave it as it is and click on the image and let's make it centered. Okay, and now I just need to push this a bit down, so let me just see the margins and increase the margins, and let's see how does it look like. Okay, a bit more, let's say 130 pixels, let's say 150 pixels. Okay, that doesn't look bad, that doesn't look bad at all. Okay, actually, and let's see where we have our button a bit down. So now I will add a margin right here at the top, actually at the bottom. So let's make this 100. Okay, something like that. Okay, but now we see that actually our text element and our button isn't completely centered with our page. So okay, it looks like this for some reason, I don't know why. Let me just save this once again. And click preview. Okay, it seems that this piece of code of text has pushed down our elements, and I'm just going to delete this because I don't need it. And let's try it once again. Okay, now it looks good. Okay, so this is our original file, and this is our Thrive content builder file. So let's see if this is okay or not. So this is our original file. Okay, actually it looks okay. I was just being crazy, I guess. I will just make this button a bit down. So let's make this margin at the bottom 20 pixels larger, or 30. Okay, let's leave this like this, and let's move on. Okay, now we are going to the tricky part of this landing page. Trust me, this part is actually going to be the hardest part to recreate, but we are going to do that also real quick. Okay, so first I'm going to add a content container over here. Okay, and then move all these files over here like this. Okay, just a second. Now let me go back. So let's add a content container here. And make this 960 pixels like this, just as we did on this top element here. So we have our content container here, and let me just drag and drop this two column layout with all of these elements right here. Okay. But I missed it, just a second. Aha, I missed it because it seemed too small, but now, just a second, I will make this all centered. Okay, and now it looks good. Okay, so let's leave this like this, and I will going to remove this text element here. So here we have the first column and the second column, and actually, okay, so here we have our first column, which is actually consistent of two columns which contains two image elements. So I'm going to just drag and drop two columns in this first column element here, remove this text element, add an image element in the column 1 and image element in the column 2. Then I'm going to remove all these text elements here, okay, and add these two badges in appropriate areas. So let's see first is this certified badge. Okay, and then marketing certified badge, right, like this. Okay, then we have text element from here. I'm just going to copy and paste it like this, and then we have again 4 image elements in 4 columns. So I will just quickly drag and drop this here. And then remove all of these text elements over here. And now I will just add Hotjar, Canva, Linda, and Dropbox images in these image elements. So Hotjar, Canva, Hotjar over here. Where's Canva? Over here. Linda over here, and Dropbox over here. So once again, BizWiz is a fictional, business company, and they didn't have Hotjar or Canva or Linda or Dropbox with their business. This is just a made-up company I used to create this landing page, so I can show you in like a real example how to create a sales page within Drive Content Builder and also in other landing page builders. So first I'm going to center all these images, or maybe, let me just see, just a second, make this right. Maybe put it like this, so this is right aligned and this one is left aligned. And now I need to make this text a bit smaller, so I will try with 14 pixels. Okay, that looks good. And let's try and center all these images here. But you will see another problem now, because Lynda.com and its banner is actually wider than any of other banners, and it appears a bit smaller because of that, and I cannot make it larger. So to do this, to make this look all really aligned properly, I would just use different kind of margins. So let me just check, let me just try to change the margins on the left. So let me just put this to 0, maybe not. Okay, maybe put it to 10 pixels, and let's try to change the margins at Linda banner and make this minus 20 pixels to move it a bit left. Okay, I think it's too much, maybe not. Okay, let me just save this and go to preview to see how does this looks like. So okay, I have to move Hotjar at completely at the left. Oh, sorry. Shit. Okay. Let me just change the margins of the left and put it to 0. So this will make Hotjar to move all the way at the left side. I can also move Canva a bit to the left. So let's make it 0. Or let's make it minus 10. So actually, if you don't know the terms of margin, margin is a space between two different elements, and a padding is space surrounding one element, so it's attached to one element, and margin is a space between two elements. So you can, a margin can have also a negative value, but paddings cannot have negative values. So this is like a um, short class from basic CSS. Okay, let me just see how this looks like. Okay, I will just put Canva a little more to the left. So let's make it, I don't know, -20 maybe. Let's see. That's too much. Let's make it -15. Sorry, my computer is a bit slow. -15. It's time to buy a new Mac. Okay, let's just save this and go to preview and see how does that look like. Okay, let's go to preview. Okay, so I will make Linda to go a bit left and make Canva and Hotjar to go a bit up. So let's see Linda a bit left. So -30. Okay, let's make it so. And Canva a bit up. So let's make this 15 maybe. Too much. Let's say 18. Sorry, 18 pixels. Okay, and let's make Hotjar also margin top 18 pixels. Not sure if that's the right position, but let's see once again. I'll click save and click preview. So basically Hotjar should go a bit up. So Hotjar should go a bit up. So let's make the top margin and make it 15. I think this is going to be okay. Let's click preview. Okay, that looks good. But comparing with the main original design, we see that there's a lot of space over here in our design. So I will have to, let me just see, margins and paddings. Okay, so let's put all of this at 0. Okay, and let's see the margins and paddings of this text element. Also, let's make it 0. Okay. Let's see what else. So let me just save this and click preview once again. So comparing it to the main design, the spacing between this text element and these banners is fine. And now we just need to make this divider a bit closer. And let me just put this text element here. So 380 plus. As you can see, this creating a completely custom landing page and creating it from scratch in any landing page builder can take some time, especially, sorry about the squeezing of my chair, especially if you're new to the tool. So it takes some time to get to know the tool and to see what options does it have, and then you need some patience and some time to play with the tool and to make all of these small adjustments so that you can get the look you want to achieve with your landing page. So just a second. Let me just put this margin at the top, let's say 20 pixels, put it back. So it was like this at the beginning. Let me just change the color of element, if I can do that, or maybe not, I'm not sure. So just a second. Just a second. Okay, let's first enlarge this font size and make it, I don't know, 30 pixels. Okay. Now it looks a bit closer to this. Yeah, I have to change the font to Open Sans Condensant. I think so. Is it? Let me just see. Actually, I'm not sure if that's the right font. So I will clear the custom font and leave it like this. And make this number a bit larger and make it, what, 40? Okay. Oops. My bad. Let's go back. So 40 pixels. Okay, and let's change the font, clear the custom font. Okay, it looks like this. So, but now another problem, and I'm sure you're starting to see why this area is taking so much time, because on my main landing page design, you can see that this number and this text is centered horizontally, and of course you cannot achieve that with this if you make one part of the text larger with font and the other part of the text normal. So if I want to achieve that same vertical centered design, I will need to again use a column layout of 50-50, put it like this. Let's say, okay, let me just copy this element here, drag and drop it over there, remove this text element, remove this text I don't need, remove this number, drag this text over here, remove this unwanted text, and then change the margins, the left margin of this text element. No, actually, again, my mistake. Let me use column layout of 1 4 3/4. So like this. Sorry about that. And I will just remove all of this now. Okay. So as you can see, now I can change the margins of each element. So for example, I can change the margins of this text and make it centered vertically, so it is completely aligned with this. I will even make it closer to the text and make this left margin minus, let's say, 10 pixels, or maybe 15 even. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, let's click save and go to preview. Okay, this looks good. This looks good, but still we have a lot of space between this divider at the top and the bottom. So what I'm going to do now is change the margins and let's say make it -20 margin at the top and -20 margin at the bottom. So this will make it all a bit closer. Let's click save and go to preview. Okay. Okay, now this looks a lot better and a lot more like my original image, right? So let me just make this text black. So it's black. Okay, and this one too. And you can see also there is a bit more space between these images on my main design. So I'll just put some margins on the left, let's say 20 pixels. Or maybe put a bit margin here on the right, also let's say 20 pixels. Okay, I think this will look good. Let's click save, click preview. Okay, comparing it to my original design, it doesn't look bad at all. I just need to put this badge a bit. No, actually, okay, actually it looks good. I just need to now put all of these elements a bit down. So I will just add a margin to this complete portion at the top. So let's say top 20 pixels. 20 pixels, let's click save and click preview. Okay. And let's make the margins at the bottom a bit smaller, so let's make it 0. Click save and click preview. Comparing it to original, I'll just make it a bit smaller. So let me just so let me just check the margins with these page sections or here. Padding 0, top, no. Just a second. Margin bottom, let's say -20. Let me just see what is causing this. Just a second. Okay, let me just click save. Okay, it looks okay now. Okay. So I will leave it like this. I know it's not completely the same as my original design, but I'm sure that you will be satisfied with this, because I don't want to take too much time dealing with small things. So let's move on with our design. Okay, so now we have a fun part, because this is going to be a lot quicker, trust me. So let's say we have a title, which I'm going to copy here. Where is it? Okay, so first we're going to add a new content container and put it actually right over here. Make it 960. I'll just do it like this, okay, and make this subtitle here. Actually the title here, subtitle there. Then I will move this 2 columns right here, and then I will move these columns right below it, and these columns right below it. Okay, so we have a title over here. I will just paste the title here, and then we have a subtitle over here. If you're interested in which tool did I use to create this landing page design, I have used Adobe Fireworks CS6. It's a great tool to create all kind of web design pages. It's actually a tool made by Adobe for web designs professionals to use in creating websites. So let's make this centered. Okay, this is going to be also this is also going to be Open Sans Condensant and bold, and with the font I think 45. Let's make it 45. It may be too big. Yeah, and it's not bold, so let's remove the bold from this. No. Let me just try with Roboto. Yeah. Okay, bold text. Okay, let's remove this bold. Custom class. Okay. So it looks, it's maybe too big. Okay, let's leave it like this. And this is actually the proper size from what I can see, but I also need to change this font of the subtitle to Open Sans Condensant, and I will just add a bit of margin at the top and make it 20 pixels like this. Okay, and now we have an image on the left and text on the right, so I will add image area over here, remove this text. Then we have image over here and remove this text, and image over here and remove this text. Okay, now I'm going to add second text element over here. So the first one is actually a title. Okay, let's add those images in the right places. So this is business consulting image, right, this one. Then we have business development or processes, and then we have business management. Okay. Okay. Now let's copy that text over here. So these are the titles, and this is the text explaining exactly what is going on over here. This is a fun part. Now if I press enter here, Drive Content Builder is actually going to create another text element. So let's do that like this. Copy this title and this text element here. Okay, this will create. Let's put enter here. Okay, and for the third image, again, let's copy this title over here, and this text over here. Okay. So now we have all the images in place and all the text in place, and now we can edit our text. So let's see. So the titles are bold, and let's make them like this. Maybe a bit larger, 25, no, 22 pixels. Okay, that sounds good. And we'll make this also, let's see how does it look like without changing the size of the font. So this is 22 and sorry, and Roboto font. So again, okay, it's 22 and Roboto. This is actually italic. But for some reason we cannot make it. Oh, we can, okay. And this is also about the font. Let's see our original image here. So it seems that I will have to make this a bit smaller. Let's make it 16 pixels. Okay, that's about right. 16. Okay, and let's make this 16 pixels. Okay, I will just save the changes now, and let's see the preview. It looks pretty much like our page. I just need to make this bold and make one more change over here. So on our original page, we can see there is a bit of space between these two columns, and let me just check how we are going to accomplish that with these designs. Just a second. So I will add a margin on the left here. So let's say it's 10 pixels like this, and let's make it 10 pixels here also, so it's all the same. Just a second. So let's make it 10 here and 10 here. Okay. Now I have to do that all over again here. So let's make that 10 and again 10 on the left and again 10 on the left. Okay. I think we will need a bit more space. Let me just add 10 on the right here. Let me just see what can we do here. No. You know what? I will just make this a bit larger, so 20 pixels. That looks a bit better. Or maybe even 30 pixels. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's going to be okay. So 30 pixels over here. On the left, 30 over here. 30 on the image. And 30 on these text elements also. So 30 pixels left, 30 pixels left, and finally 30 pixels on the left. Now let's let's click save and preview. Okay. This doesn't look too bad. I will just add some padding over here. So let me try padding on the right here and add 30 pixels also. Okay, now that looks better. Let's click save and preview. Okay, that doesn't look bad. And now we just have to make this title and subtitle a bit closer and make this title a bit bigger. Sorry, the subtitle a bit bigger. And change the margins at the top to 0. And margins of the title at the bottom 0. Okay. And make some margins at the top. a bit larger, so let's make it 40 pixels. Okay, and here margins at the bottom, 40 pixels. So I think that's going to be okay, but all this is a bit too big, so I will make this 40 pixels instead of 45. Okay, and let me just see. Something weird is happening over here. Okay, I just want, I don't want to lose too much time over here, so I will leave it like this. But apparently I would need a bit more time to get these fonts right, because they look a bit different from my design, because I used another font, but I will just leave it like this. Okay, now let's move on. Let's see what's the another section of our landing page. So here we have testimonials section. So this is going to be fun. So first I'm going to add content container over here and make it 960 pixels right here and make it center. Okay, now let's so this is going to act like a title, so I will just remove this text element here and I will just drag and drop this 3-column box over here. Now the problem here is, actually it's not a problem, but as you can see there's a bit of difference here. Let me just show you in my fireworks document. So actually this part is a bit bigger from my original 960 pixels width, so I will just make that. Sorry, my computer is acting up again. Okay, so I will just take a quick look to see how big this area is, and it's actually 1125 pixels. So I will just make my content container a bit bigger here, because that's like in the design. Okay, so this is going to look exactly like I wanted it to look. So let's just add all those pretty people here. So first we have Kara Simpson. Let's add her image here, Kara. Okay, we can make it centered right away. Then we have Zach in the middle. Welcome, Zach. Oh, let's make him centered too. And we have Christina in the right section. Okay, great. Let's move on. So we have one text element, another, and another one. So I can just make this real quickly centered. If okay, and this one too, and this one too. So so that I don't have to do all that again. I will just remove all these elements here and quickly duplicate this already centered elements and save time just like that. Okay, so now we have some text here. This is awesome. Let's just copy that text elements. So I will just copy and paste that into right sections like this and like this. And like this. Okay, this, and let's copy all of their names and titles in the second row. So here we have Kara, then we have Zach over here, and then we have Christina. Oops, I think I didn't copy that. Then we have Christina over here. Okay, and then we have some text elements, or actually they're testimonials, which are of course all made up by me. Okay, but we will pretend these testimonials are really true and not made up. So let's paste this over in there. Okay. Now let's do some styling. So let's make the font a bit different. Let's make it bold. And let's make it 22 pixels. Sorry, I keep doing that because I keep forgetting I have the page over here. So let's make this 24. Okay, now when you have multiple elements with the same styling, to avoid doing what I'm doing right now, so to avoid repeating all the steps all the time, you can just first create this one column and style it properly, then just actually duplicate these elements and just change the text, so like this. So I will just copy this and try to, yes, and it will take the same styling as my previous element. So again, duplicate this, drag it over here, copy this text, paste it here, and then remove the unnecessary data. Okay, let's move on. Now here we have one orange element. Let me just copy that hex code for the orange color. Okay, so if you're wondering, it's FF7F00. I will just copy that and change the color of this element. Paste right here. Okay. Obviously, I need to make this a bit smaller and also make it with Roboto condensing font. Kara Simpson. Let's see. Yeah, okay, something like that. Something like that. Let me just change the margins quickly. So margin at the top, we'll make it 0. But I think there's also a margin at the image. Let me just see. Yes, bottom is also 20, so I will just make this 0. But obviously that, sorry, I was wrong. Margin at the text, bottom 0. Okay, now it looks better. Okay, let's just copy this element here, drag and drop it over there. Let's copy the text about Zach Holsworth, CEO of Health for Life, also a made-up company, and paste it over here. Great. Now we'll remove this old element, change the margins, set it to 0 at the bottom here. Okay, great. And now duplicate this element, drag and drop it here, copy the text from Christina, paste it to the styled text of Zach, replace it, remove the old text, set the margins to 0, and okay, this looks great. Let's see, let's make sure we don't lose any changes and save it. Let's see on the preview. Okay, okay, actually this looks really good. I just now have to change the fonts of these text elements to Roboto, like this. Okay, now we're talking. Click save and click preview. The font is a bit bigger, so let's make it 20 pixels. 5 rows. Let's make it maybe 19 pixels. Oh, what the hell, let's make it 20. Okay, we'll make it 20 pixels like this. 20 pixels here and 20 pixels over here. Now I know that it looks a bit different from my original design, and I will tell you in a minute why. It looks different because, as you can see, this testimonial text is actually a bit, my testimonial text in Drive Content Builder is a bit wider than text here, and if you want to make the same look, you will have to change the paddings. So let me show you. So if I put padding on the left 10 pixels and on the right 10 pixels, okay, now the text is a bit tighter. Let's make it 20. Okay, let's make it 30. Now we can see some changes. It's a bit tighter than before, but let's make it a bit tighter. So let's make it 40. Maybe this will be too much, but we'll see. So this is my original design. Maybe a bit too much. I will just change it to, let's say, 35. Or maybe 30, actually. 30, 30. Okay, 30 looks good. So I will do that also on the other things. So padding left 30, padding right 30. And over here too. Okay. Now what is missing is the title. So let me just check what did we use here. So we can actually use the same title, and I will just duplicate this title here and drag and drop it, and drag and drop it over here. Okay. Change this so we have the same title styling, and change the text, what our clients say about us, and paste it over here. Wow, okay. Let's click save and click preview. Okay, this looks really, really good. Almost identical to our main original design. Obviously there are a few small differences, but I will leave that to you. So let's move on. Now we have a really nice looking part with a custom background image. So let's do that. So let me just change this background image. Oh, actually it isn't uploaded yet, so I will upload it here. Orange background, that should be it. Open and click insert into post. Okay, here we have it. Great, it looks great. And now we will just add content container in it. No, sorry, wrong area. So content container over here, and let's make it like everything else, 960 pixels, and let's make it center. Okay, and now let's just drag this here, remove this content here, and what we have to do now is insert this beautiful image over here. So that is actually a magic hat. Magic hat, here it is. And okay, it looks beautiful. And let's insert this button too. So add media here, and let's insert this orange button. Subscribe button. No, just a second. Check mark. Let me just see. Just a second to see what's the name of that button. 30-minute consultations, and this is subscribe button. Just a second. So magic hat. Okay, this is it. Transparent CTA, transparent call to action, because it's actually white with a transparent background. Okay, here it is. Okay, and now we have our text. Let us do our magic for you. Okay, let's just copy and paste this title here. We can change the color right away. And let me just copy this other text. here, change the color to white, and actually duplicate this text and grab this other text over here and just paste it over here. Okay, great. Now let's see what to do. So we have a title over here, which is a bit bigger. Let us do our magic for you. So let's make it centered first, and let's make it, I don't know, 30 pixels. And let's make it bold, and let's make it roboto condensant, and let's make it 40 pixels. Okay, that looks something like this. And this is just a regular roboto, I hope so. Let's make it centered. Let's make this also roboto and centered. Okay, but we need to make that text a bit bigger, so I will just make this maybe 25 pixels. Or maybe not, or maybe 23 pixels. Okay, and we can make this also 23 pixels. Okay, so we just need to remove this space a bit, so we will just make these margins at the bottom to 0. And also margins here at the top to 0. And margins here at the top to 0. And margins here at the bottom also 0. Okay, that looks great. Let me just click Save button and let's click Preview. I don't know what you think, but I think this looks really, really great and really, really cool. Let's move on to the other part. So let me just add a content container over here. I will just duplicate this title and drag it, here in our new content container, which we will also make 960 pixels, and make it centered. Okay. And what else? We will remove this text because we don't need it, and we will also remove this text too because we don't need it, and we will just make this here. Okay, now we need our video over here, so let me just go to YouTube. Okay guys, now we are going to create this part of the landing page right here. So first I'm going to copy this text, see how this is different and better than others. Let me just paste that here. Okay. And I will just go to YouTube and as you can see, I'm a metalhead also. So I will just copy this video here just for the example, and let's click add video, paste the video URL here. I will also click on hide related videos, how to hide the YouTube logo, and let me see, hide video title bar, Okay, that's it. Now let's see. I need to create these check marks here, so let me just see if I can edit. So I can change the style of these check marks, and I think I can change the color. Okay, yeah, so I can get the orange color right here, and I can also create a line height over here. So let's make it a bit smaller, like this maybe. Yeah, okay. Now let me just copy and paste the text of uh, each bullet point. So I will just paste like this and repeat all the steps. Like this. Now if I press enter, another another check mark appears. So I will just continue doing that and just paste all this text elements from the list. Let's see, we have over 10 years of experience. Of course, we all do. Our clients are 100% satisfied. Of course, we are the best. And we have worked with some of the greatest startups. Great, amazing. Okay. So this looks a bit tightened. So let's change the padding on the left, which is 50 pixels. I think we can make this sorry about this. I just want to okay, so let me change this to 40. Okay, let's make it 30 and let's make it 20 or maybe even 15. Okay. Let me just see. You know what? I will just make this area a bit bigger. And I will also make my video, in just a second, a bit smaller. Just see if I can do that or not. Let's see if I can change the paddings on the left. Yeah, I can. So let's make it 30 on the left, 30 on the right. Not bad, not bad. Let me just change line height here and make it maybe, I don't know, 30. Too big. Let's make it 27. 25. Okay, now just check the margins. Let's set the one at the top to 0. Okay, this looks good. Let's check the preview. Nice. It's a bit smaller than my original file, but I like it like this. And of course you can change it if you don't like it. Okay, let's see what's else. And we have frequently asked questions here. So let me just first copy this title over here, duplicate it. Okay, now I'm going to add a content container and put it right over here. make it 960 pixels like everything else. Okay, and make it centered. Okay, so I can remove this text element right now and drag and drop this over here. Okay, now let's see your content here, and now I will need images. Okay, let me just add image section here, remove this button here, add this question mark box here, question mark here, open, insert into post. Okay, that looks good. Then let me see what else can we do here. What else can we do here? So I need to make this area a bit smaller. So I will just change the margins here and put the margins on the right minus 30 pixels like this. No, let me try changing the margins over here, sorry, and put the margin here minus 30. Maybe that will work. Oh yes, it will. So let's make it minus 40 or even minus 50 pixels. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Okay. Now let's see what else can we do. Now I need another text element here, so I will just add it and paste it here. But then again, I will also need to change this and make it minus 40, if I remember correctly. No, minus 50. Minus 50. Okay. Okay, I think we have the look that we are looking for. So let's try to add some text here. So what's the price of your service? We're going to copy that over here, make it bold, and of course change the font and choose robotic condensant and make it maybe 20 pixels. Is that okay? Yeah, I think that's okay. Okay, now we have a problem right here, which I'm not sure I know how to solve it, but I need a white background over here below this text, and honestly I'm not sure I can really do that without changing the CSS. So this would take some CSS knowledge, so I will just leave it as it is right now, but maybe I can change let me see, background color. Maybe I can change it like this. No, this is the text. The text color. Maybe this is going to be okay, this is going to be, let's say, a hack, because it's not exactly what I wanted. Sorry. What just happened now? Okay. Now we have something weird going on here. Clear highlight. Okay. Clear text color. Okay. So if I change the highlight to, let's say, white, let me see how I put it as black. Let's change it to white. Okay, so it's basically a background with a white color on it. Not exactly the look that I wanted to achieve, like right here, but it will do for now because this is actually a rectangle with slightly bent border on the corners, so I cannot achieve that without changing the CSS file. So I will just leave it as it is right here. Let me just copy this text over here and paste it. And make this a separate box. Okay. So this, let me just try. Damn it. Okay, let's do it once again. Okay, so I just pressed Shift and Enter just to go in another row, but not. But I didn't go in another separate paragraph. Consultation. Okay, that's some error here. Okay, so now I'm going to change the background color to highlight color and make it white. Actually, right here. Okay. Okay, so this is almost as I wanted it to be. So I will just make the paddings all around, like I don't know, maybe 10 pixels, just to put some space around text so it's going to be easier to read. Okay, it looks like this, and it's not bad. I don't know, it's not bad, it's not great either, but let's say I am satisfied with this. And I will just put a margin at the top here, so let's make it 25. Okay, so now I'm satisfied with this look here, and I'm just going to copy this, actually duplicate this whole part here and just drag and drop it over there. And now I'm going to remove this, and I will just repeat that step 2 more times. So duplicate this and duplicate that. And now I'm going to change the text. Sorry. So this. Paste it over here. And another subtitle. Sorry. Another subtitle over there. Paste it right here. And another text here. Okay, and now I just want to copy this text over here. Then copy this text over here. Thank you for reminding me to save. I will do that just in a minute. So paste this text over here. And finally, oops, my mistake. And finally, copy this text and paste it over here. Okay. Um, Now again I see there is a slight difference, so this is all aligned and my design is not aligned over here, so I will just actually I think I have a just a second divider, or I think I have some sort of like empty divider or something like that. Just a second. Content box, style list divider. Let me just check. Divider, style 1. Style 2. No. Style 3. No. And style 4. No. Okay, I probably imagined that or something. But okay, we can manage this by adding margin at the top and make it like 50 pixels or maybe 70. Okay, that way we'll get similar look to our FAQ. So over here I almost forgot I need a title, which is over here, and I'm just going to copy and paste the title and click save. Check again our website. It looks really good. Okay, and now we are going to do the last section of our page, which is newsletter. So let's add content container over here. Make it 960 pixels wide and centered. Okay. Let's see what else. Now we're going to just remove this text, add this text here, and move this sign up area here. So let's just copy this title again, actually duplicate this title and remove it all the way here. Okay, so this is a title, we can remove this element here. And let's see, get free tips on how to improve your business. We'll copy that text from my main design. And paste it over here on the text element. Make it centered and make it robotic condensant, and probably make it a bit bigger. Maybe, yeah, that will be fine. Okay, now we are going to take a look at the so-called just a second, lead generation tool. So we have the possibility to connect this with a service like MailChimp or Aweber or GetResponse or anything like that. And when it's connected, we can choose, of course, which elements will be shown here. So if it's going to be only email button or only um, an email name or stuff like that. We can change the sign up message, set the error message, and change the look of the button, and we can make it like vertical or horizontal like this. So in this case we are better off with horizontal look and a lot of stuff like that. So I won't be doing that right now, just to save some time, because this video is taking really long, longer than I thought, but you can obviously do that with ease. Let me just change, for example, this this button, and change the color of this button to actually we will just import that button as an image, because I already have a design of that button, so I'll just upload it to save some time, and we will just do the footer area, and we are actually done. Gerica, bude dobra tamo. Okay, so now I'm just going to add a subscribe button, which will replace my original plain text button of my subscribe form. So you can change your subscribe button in the Drive Content Builder and change the text, change the background color, or you can just replace it with an image if you have an image of your subscribe button. So let me just put that here. Okay, here it is. So obviously it's not that aligned, but if you take some time to change all these fields and play a bit with the margins, so if I make this a bit larger, sorry, my computer is again acting up strangely. So if I change the paddings of my fields, those fields are going to be bigger, and of course I can change the margins of my button. Just a second. So I will just check the margins. Okay, so if If I change the margins and make them 0, it will probably be better aligned than it is now. As you can see, it already moved a bit at the top. But just like with anything else, this takes some time to, find the perfect match and to align all the elements as they needed to be aligned per your wish. So I will just pretend this is okay as it is, and I will just move on to the footer area, which is luckily very simple, and just change this text. Just go to my design and copy this text here and paste it over here and make it centered, change the font, and that's it, guys. I'm not sure how long this video is at the moment, but I think it's over 2 hours with it, which is I don't know actually if it's too long or not that long, but we just did complete sales page, and actually not a short sales page, and actually not a simple sales page. So it took us about 2 hours to do this with Drive Content Builder. So this is really unique sales page with multiple columns, multiple background with different background colors, with different elements, and there was a lot of alignment and a lot of images and a lot of text. So this really takes time, and trust me, it took me a lot longer to make this sales page in the first place, to make this design. So when you spend a few hours with Drive Content Builder or with any other landing page builder, you will of course get more used to it, and your next landing page will be made a lot quicker than your first one. So just take your time. It can be maybe overwhelming at the beginning, and it may seem that it takes a lot of time to create this, but trust me, it is worth it at the end when you see the result and when you are just happy with the page that you created with your own hands and with the help of some landing page tool, in this case with Drive Content Builder. So thank you again for watching. If you really did watch this whole video, I don't mind if you fast forward or skip maybe some of the parts, but hopefully at least some of my work that you saw in this video will help you understand how to create a landing page with Drive Content Builder. Now I'm going to show you just quickly how to create a simple squeeze page also with Drive Content Builder. Hey guys, so now I'm going to show you how to quickly create a simple squeeze page with Drive Content Builder. So I have already created a BizWiz quiz page, and now we're going to edit it with Drive Content Builder. So as you can see, it looks the beginning of the process looks the same. So I will go to the template options here and see if I can find some pre-made squeeze page that looks as close as to my own squeeze page. Just one thing to mention, I just realized that it took me about 2 hours to create a sales page, and some of you will probably think, oh my god, that's too much. I don't have 2 hours to make a sales page each time. Don't worry, you can of course use already pre-made templates to create your own sales pages. So for example, let me just show you some of them. So I will just click on few templates to show you how do they look like. So here you go, this is actually pre-built sales page with a video. So there are already some elements added here. You just need to change the text or change the images. It all looks really cool. Let's see some other. Sales pages. Okay, actually I think this is a squeeze page, yeah. It's taking a bit of time to load. But yeah, this is actually a simple squeeze page with just one image and an email squeeze box. So let's try to choose another one. So let's see. Let's try this one. If you check my article, in case you're watching this video on YouTube, make sure to take a look below this video in the description area, where you will find a link to my full article where I will compare and review many other landing page builders, and I will also be presenting each available template for every landing page builder. So you will have the opportunity to see every template that is available within Drive Content Builder in my article, of course, as an image. So it will not be a live demo of that template, but an image which will be enough, hopefully, to show you what can you expect. So this is another sales page, a very nice looking one, very modern. I think that even this sales page is being used on Thrive teams, maybe even on their homepage. I'm not sure, but it looks awesome. So I just wanted to show you that you can actually create any kind of landing page, sales page, or a squeeze page within, few minutes or within, I don't know, 30 minutes. It all depends whether do you have your text and images ready or not. So let me get back to my squeeze page. So I just want to create a simple squeeze page which is consistent of a simple header with a logo, title, an image on the left, a bullet, the list type, and with an email field and a button. So let me just see if I can find. Actually, this one looks really good. this, or let me just check, maybe there's even a better one. This also looks very similar. Maybe we can find even a better one. Let me just see once again. So my squeeze page is really basic with a plain white background. Let me just check with the first one. So let me see. Okay, this looks almost the same as mine. So I'll just change the background color to black. Change the logo image. Just a second. So I will upload the new logo. Okay, so I'll just select the logo and upload it here. And insert it in my header area like this. Okay, so my logo is here. Now I'm just going to change the image of my ebook and upload it right here. My book is here. I'm then going to change the background color of my landing page. So you can see you can change and create any color you like. So I'll just make it plain white. Okay, this is a bit hurting for the eyes. Let me just change the text color here. So I will make the text color a bit darker because this white on white is just not good. So let's make it black. Okay, and this, let's make it orange. Okay, so the text is a bit different. I'm just using the same template, but as you can see, I can change again the fonts, and this piece of text even has some kind of shadow, but I will leave it as it is. And here I will put some styled list, so like this. Okay, here it is. And let me just make that a bit bigger. So let's make it line height. No, let's make it line height the same. And I'll just make I will just change the text and make it a bit bigger. So let's say 20 pixels, or maybe even 30 pixels. Okay, and then we can change, then we can change the line height to 50, maybe. Let's say 45. And then I will just duplicate. So let's say I have 6 bullet points, something like that. And I will just delete all this stuff here because I don't need it. And I will just change. and actually connect to the service to see how easy it is. So you can choose a connection through an API code or just through HTML form code. So HTML practically gives you an option to connect with any autoresponder service. But to make it quicker, I will choose API and choose a list. And I will just leave this to, sorry, I will leave it like this. So this only email is required. And you can, after the form is submitted, you can make it reload the current page or to redirect to some other URL, for example, your thank you page. So I will just leave it like this and click save. And just change the text, click here to download and make this vertical. Okay. Change the color to blue. And just a second, button shadow color. So let's make it the same. So you can even have just a second. You can even have the gradient colors on your buttons, so it's really powerful. So I will just use the same color everywhere, so without gradient. Okay, let's put it like this. It's a bit different, and if I wanted to, I can make it a bit smaller. So form size, you can see like this. I can even change the input width. It's all centered. Okay. What else can I do? I will change the submit button text. So it will going to say click here to download. So like this. Click here to download. And let's click save and preview. So it's a bit bigger than my page because, you know, I have to change some margins and paddings once again. I will do this really quickly. So maybe I will just leave a margin and padding at the bottom of 20. Something like this. Maybe not 20, maybe 10. And let's see what else. And actually these bullet points also have bottom margin at 20 something, so I can make that a bit tighter like this. So this is basically it, guys, and there's also one thing I want to show you here. Just a second. So here we have a regular opt-in form, but if you just want to add, for example, let's add an image here and add a button to it. So I think I have a button prepared. Okay, yes, here it is. So this is my button, and when someone clicks on it, I want a certain action to happen. So I will go to Event Manager, click Add Event, and here I can select the trigger, so I can make it to react and click, mouse over, or when it comes into viewport. So I will make it click, and on action I can make it to animate or open tribe lightbox. So I will do that, but currently I'm not sure I have a tribe box, so I'll just damn it. So first I need to create a light box. So I think I have one created here, and I can choose an animation, so like a zoom, rotational, or sliding from the top. So let's make it, I don't know, rotational, and save event and close. So now when I click save changes and go to preview and click on my download button, I will get nothing apparently. Let me see what's the problem. Yeah, okay, the problem is that my lightbox doesn't, doesn't exist. So let's just add a quick image, but I can of course add a lead generation right here. So this time, just a second, when I go to preview and click on my button, I will get a nice sign up form. Of course, this sign up form is not completed, but you can style it as you want and you will get a 2-step click. So it looks really good. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this long review of Drive Content Builder. I tried to keep it as professional as I could, but honestly, after few hours of recording and saving and editing, I was pretty exhausted, and talking and explaining through the work, it's not that easy. But I hope you learned some things, and I hope that you like Thrive Content Builder, because I just love it and I use it on all of my projects, and I will keep using it. And if you have any questions, you can ask in my comment area below my article, or you can even comment below this video if you're watching it on YouTube. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also make sure to subscribe on my newsletter list on my blog, and I will keep you updated with other new videos and other new cool stuff that I publish on my blog. Thank you very much.